We reserve some of our deepest scorn for couples who stay together out of compromise, not fully happy. The idea that anyone who puts their mind and will sufficiently to it doesn't have to compromise in love. Our high romantic expectations have made us notably impatient around and censorious about those who can't attain them. But imagine if we were to tweak the premise of the argument a little and for a moment probe at the notion that there really might be a pain-free and entirely fulfilling option available for all of us at all times. At the same time, maybe the current situation, while clearly a compromise, is not without its virtues. A partner may be only half right, quite often maddening and properly disappointing in certain areas, but humblingly still more satisfying than being alone. Occasional moments of capacity to compromise is not always the weakness it's described as being. It can involve a mature, realistic admission that there may, in certain situations, simply be no ideal options. And conversely, an inability to compromise doesn't always have to be the courageous and visionary position it's held to be by our impatient and perfectionist ideology. It may just be a slightly rigid, proud, and cruel delusion. Mocking people who compromise is, of course, emotionally very handy. It localizes a problem that it's normal to want to disavow. It pins to a few scapegoat couples what we are all terrified about in our relationships, that a degree of sadness may just be an intrinsic and unavoidable part of them. Wiser societies would be careful never to stigmatize the act of compromise. It's painful enough to have to compromise. It's even more painful to have to hate oneself for having done so.